Hey guys, good to see you. You clicked on this video, probably expecting me to just give my happy-go-lucky review about what I'm trying to talk about. But, nope, not today. Because today, I want to talk about something really, really important. You guys probably seen reviews on this, but I want to get my own thoughts on it. Does Hollywood hate, men nowadays? Because I'm not the only one that's noticed this, right? It just feels like in every piece of media I see, they just downplay the men or just make them stupid, incompetent, won't shut up, or just really, 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 really sexist. Just really sexist. And just why? Why? Why are you doing this? It just serves no purpose. Are you just trying to convince people that all men are bad? Because they're not. And especially, it just gets me sad to see this, really. Especially when they do it to iconic male characters. Iconic characters like Indiana Jones, Luke Skywalker, Nick Fury. All those guys have been reduced to just old bums. And they've been replaced by just bland and just rude female characters. And I know that sounded sexist, but just hear me out. Why is it the women in these movies are just boring? Like, all of them just don't emote or just look bored with everything. And they're just stupidly overpowered. Like, you know how the male characters just work their way up to get to how they are now? They work their way up to get to where they are now. But these women characters, they just get a random power move and just save the day. There, poof. And it's just, they just have to make the men look so afraid of them. Like Kingpin. He looks so afraid of, the grandma in that scene. Why? You're Kingpin. It's just downplaying to a T. And what gets me about these women characters is that they just don't express any emotion whatsoever. Like, they just don't make emotion. Show us how you feel. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you just anything? Just stop looking like this. It just makes you look boring. And this is especially egregious in Disney's live-action remakes, or just Disney's just anything. Because they either don't know how to write female characters, or they just downplay the male characters to make the female characters look stronger. This is especially egregious in movies like, which ones? I can name a few, but I just want to name 3 in specific. Oh, I know. The live-action Mulan, there's Peter Pan, the live-action Peter Pan, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But I'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the live-action Mulan first. Yeah, let's talk about that. You see, the live-action Mulan has a lot of mixed feelings for me because I like certain aspects of it, but one of the things I really hate is that they just give Mulan just too much power. In the animated movie, Mulan had to work her way up to get to where she is now. She didn't just magically become powerful overnight. She had to work night and day to get to where she is now. But this new Mulan, she just has some magical chi that just gives her all these skills. And it just comes out of nowhere. I mean, it literally comes out of nowhere. And she doesn't even express any emotion. And the men around her, they just constantly praise her, just give her compliments. Like, she just did one cool thing, and now you're constantly praising her? I mean, if I did that, I would just forget it. Anyway, next we have Peter Pan. Wendy in this movie she's the same as Mulan. She just doesn't express any emotion at all. And she even says, this power is not to be wielded by any boy. Seriously? That power is made for Peter Pan. And even though you wield it now, it's just, really? Why'd you even say that? That guy literally, Peter Pan saves you on multiple occasions. And you're saying this power isn't his? Come on. And then we have Jane. Oh my god, I really hate this girl. Jane doesn't have the same problems as, Wendy and Mulan. She does emote. She does. She does have emotions. But that's all the compliments I give her. She follows one of the worst trends of Hollywood nowadays. To make the women in their movies just really rude and just really just not care, just not really care about the male people at all. Because Jane in this movie, she just either makes fun of Indiana Jones, frames him for murder, and just leaves him behind. At one point, he even died, and she looks like she could even care. She doesn't even care, and she suffers no consequence for her actions, which is another thing about these women's characters. Do they suffer any consequence? I mean, some of them do, but a lot of them don't. You like see these women like kill men left and right, and yet they don't suffer any consequence at all. This is especially the case with Captain Marvel. She like destroyed a whole planet just because she was fighting someone, and nobody calls her out on it. There's also the Scarlet Witch, but I can't really say she does suffer some consequences considering she almost dies at the end of because I think she dies at the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but still. She does like a lot of egregious things. She like kidnaps an entire town to put them in like an 80s style, no, a 50s style show comedy. Almost kills a teenager because she wants to be in a universe where her sons are alive, and almost destroys the entire multiverse. And nobody calls her out on it. Well, Doctor Strange does, but she still keeps doing it. And on top of all that, there's also on top of all of that, people are trying to defend her. Like, come on. Why are you defending someone like that? It just makes you look stupid. It does. And you guys can call me sexist all you want. In fact, I myself will call myself sexist, but still. I don't hate these female characters. I don't. I just hate the way they're treating the other characters. Like, seriously, they're just so rude. And look, I don't hate these characters. I don't. I just wish I just wish the writers would just write the male characters better. Because I'm just getting tired of this. It's getting to the point where they're just straight off killing off the iconic male characters. It's just depressing. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. If you like what I said, just leave a like and comment. Because I just need a moment to just sit down. Hope you guys have a great day.